We've all heard about the Guinness Book of World Records, and since its first publication in 1955, people have wondered, why even bother? The record book is full of extreme records performed by crazy individuals and insane groups. But do we actually care about the biggest soup dish ever made? Or the biggest cake ever baked? Judging by the interest worldwide, we love to see humans push past their limits and set new world records. There's no greater feeling than having your achievement validated by a certificate proving that you are the world's best. We're here with a list of some of the craziest record attempts ever. Let's go! Ketchup lover. This middle-aged Indian man loves ketchup. You could argue he loves it a little too much. Here we can see this man drinking an entire bottle, all 400 grams, in 25 seconds. Sounds easy enough, but just imagine the taste. Just the thought gives me goosebumps. Calico's beard. Growing a decent beard is an achievement in itself, but this young man ups the ante by seeing how many juice straws he can fit into his beard. We're not quite sure what this proves, or why you would even bother. But at 215 straws, please welcome this Guinness Book World Record holder to the Hall of Fame. Chinese spin. On air and in front of a live audience of hundreds, this blindfolded Wang Ben Bong first lifts a 40-kilogram cement block, tosses it spinning in the air, only to catch and repeat a staggering 13 times in a row. This one isn't for the faint-hearted. One wrong move and you'll have a broken Wang. Two-wheel master. Straight out of the set of The Fast and the Furious, this two-wheel maneuver is usually reserved for the big screen and for high-speed escape chases. To drive a car on two wheels on an 80-centimeter wide sidewalk takes unprecedented skill, timing, and reflexes. After a few scrapes, flips, and crashes, the driver finally nails the distance on only two wheels. Impressive! Nailed it! This Indian team risked their lives to take home this Guinness World Record. 9 tough young men stacked themselves in an intricate human tower, with each layer being supported by a thick row of 15-inch nails. As we go down from the top level, each man is pinned under an increasing amount of pressure, weight, and of course, the piercing sting of over 100 nails each. Just spare a thought for the poor guy on the bottom, with the weight of over 1,000 kilograms bearing down. But for those 9 tough men, they absolutely nailed it. Marina the Mermaid. How long can you hold your breath for? I bet it's nowhere near as long as Russian freedive world record holder Marina Kazankova. Marina was clocked in for the longest underwater swim at an insane distance of 154 meters on one breath of air. 3 minutes without a breath is enough to make anyone tired. Way to go, Marina. Flip a car. Sometimes a bit of friendly competition is all the motivation needed to turn a mediocre attempt into a world record-breaking performance. Russian-born Kato and Canadian Jean-Francois Caron challenged each other to see who could flip a car the most times in 3 minutes. For the average person, a single car flip would be almost impossible, but for the Russian, Kato was able to flip the 400-kilogram car 11 times in a row. His celebration was short-lived as Jean-Francois flipped it 13 times to claim the Guinness World Record. Dancing robots. What began as a brilliant marketing idea by a Chinese tech company, this simple idea of dancing robots quickly became an international race to the record books. The Chinese were able to make 64,000 tiny robots dance in sync for their world record. In the spirit of competition, the Italians responded with a choreographed robot dance featuring 372,000 robots. These robots were better engineered, with smoother movements and with better stability. This, coupled with a sheer increase on robot numbers, guaranteed that the Italians found their place at the top of the Guinness World Record books. Lego Cherry Tree. If you ever get a chance to visit Nagoya in Japan, make sure you don't miss out on Legoland. Just by the entrance sits a world record Lego creation. This enormous cherry tree is built out of over 800,000 tiny Lego blocks and sits at a whopping 4.3 meters tall, 5.4 meters long, and 4.9 meters wide. It weighs in at over 3 tons. Amazing, right? Don't forget to take a selfie. Paper planes. There are some Guinness World Champions that just make you think, wow. The perfect example is Chinese man Nong Junning, who can make a hole in a watermelon with a paper plane. Yes, the same paper planes we folded as kids to fly around the classroom. But when Nong folds a piece of paper, he transforms a simple toy into a deadly ballistic missile. Nong holds the world record for 13 paper planes thrown into a watermelon in 1 minute. So as you can see, the Guinness Book of World Records is way more than a record of crazy things done by even crazier people. Some records have commercial purposes, some done out of competition, and some can be useful for medical or athletic research. Or it can simply prove the endless potential of human achievement. But once the record is set, there's no time for complacency. Every year records are broken and new records set. That's all, folks. Don't forget to put a comment telling us which record you'd like to break.